Hey guys, it's me David and welcome back to week 30 of building Mandalore. Man, 30 weeks. That's crazy. I can say that we are only, I want to say a couple weeks away from the finale. I don't want to say how many. I definitely want to wait for the Siege of Mandalore episodes to come out. Those are supposed to come out in 3 weeks as of when I'm recording this. So we're probably looking maybe week 36 is when the finale is. I don't know. That's my guess. About a month and a half is about left for Mandalore. We are going to be continuing working on the back section today. Actually, going to be working on these really cool columns. Some of you might actually recognize them. They're pretty prevalent on the outside of Mandalore on their docking bay areas. You'll see what I mean as I build them today, but it's pretty exciting. Also want to say, this episode's about a day late. It's coming out on Saturday instead of Friday. I apologize for that, guys. This is kind of taking a little bit more time, mainly because I had to do a lot of sorting. You'll see that here in just a few minutes. Lastly, before we jump into the segment, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Matt, the Brick Whiz. I've talked about him before here on the channel, but he has been working on this amazing Anaxis mock. So if you guys have been following Star Wars The Clone Wars, which I'm sure most of you have been, then you'll know that the first 4 episodes of the Bad Batch were on, or at least mostly on, Anaxis, which is that, battleground planet where, it's been a heated battle between the Separatists and Republic. Matt has made that, key base where the Bad Batch come in and where a lot of different scenes, where that Anakin and Padme and Obi-Wan finding out about it and all that, that was all on Anaxis, specifically the clone base that Matt has made. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description to his finale. So if I don't blame you for me not getting the finale done yet, but we're not there yet for my mock, but Matt has his done. So by all means, click it right now here on the video and then come back to mine. That's going to be it, guys. So let's go ahead and jump into the segment right now. Okay, guys, starting this week off, as you guys can see, I have been sorting quite a bit of Lego. I'm in need of a lot more light bluish gray brick, and I had this bucket here full of it, and so I went ahead, took the time out, and I've sorted most of it. A lot of the stuff left is unnecessary right now. I'd say the biggest takeaway after sorting is all of these one by whatever tiles. They are actually hard to come by on Bricklink now because they're not as easily found, I guess, in sets, and you don't see them too often on the pick-a-brick wall either. So nice little thing to do. I mean, if you guys got time, obviously a lot of people are in quarantine here in the United States and also in Europe. So if you have time, which most of you do, I highly recommend taking the time out and sorting your Lego. So you'd be surprised what you can find and not end up buying more than what you need from Bricklink. But anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into what we're going to be working on today. All right, so last week we were obviously working on this big bay window, with all the lights and everything. That really enhanced this area. And so I thought what we were going to do this week is just continue downwards. Right here I'm planning on doing like a courtyard platform, and that's actually something I want to do in a future segment. But today I want to actually move all the way down. You'll see I've cleared out this whole area now. And I actually want to work here on this corner area. So you can see we have quite a bit of stuff left to do here on the back side. But this is where I want to focus, is kind of this area right here. And you can see I've already started building something here. So I'll show you what I've actually been inspired by. I was going back through the Clone Wars Mandalorian episodes, and I came across this right here. I'll go ahead and zoom in. So this is what I'm going to be working on today. I want to recreate this out of Lego. And I think it won't be terribly hard, but I know exactly how I'm going to do it. So I think the biggest challenge is going to be these columns, these particular things. But this area right here, this is what I've already created right here. So you can kind of already start visualizing what I'm doing here. So again, take a look at that. That is going to be that corner. So hopefully that makes sense. I think once you see the columns, it'll start making a lot more sense. But that's the next thing I need to work on, is actually building these big, giant columns here. And let's go ahead and see what I come up with. All right, guys, so it's been about an hour or so. This is what I came up with for this column design. And I got to say, I'm actually really liking it. If you look closely and see kind of the shapes and whatnot with how I kind of came up with it, I'm really honestly happy with the way it looks. I think it looks pretty accurate. here's what I was basing it off of. So the tricky part was, you can see it's kind of like a dark gray pattern right here on the side, and I tried my best to imitate that around here. It's just this area I chose not to put another tile, a light bluish gray tile here, because then it kind of interrupts this whole frontal slope area that I created for this. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will point out that these things right here are probably unnecessary, these half tiles. But honestly, I think it gives it a nice little texture and shape to it that kind of draws your attention rather than being kind of bland. It's not exactly like that in the picture, this area specifically. This area, though, I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's not perfect either, but it's pretty close. It gets the job done, and I think this is a relatively good shape to what this is based off of. So hopefully you guys like it. So now what we're going to do is I need to make a whole bunch of these. So I'll go ahead and just kind of align this here and show you. So it's actually going to hang off the table a little bit here. Let me swing over here and get a better idea. So there you go. You can it's kind of tight back here, but I think you guys can get the idea of what we're trying to do here. So I need another column here, I need another column here, and then one more over here. And I think that's going to look pretty sweet. So without ado, I'm going to go ahead and make 3 more of these guys. Again, I'm very happy with the way it looks. So let's see what more of them looks like. All right, guys. So here are all 4 columns. They came out looking really good. Very happy with the way they look. And then you can also see I went ahead and built more of these panel areas here. Turned out very well. I apologize, there's very limited space in this corner over here, so I'm trying my best to kind of show you the different angles, but it is turning out really well. You also see I went ahead and put a platform here. Not sure if this is the final gate. There's this fence gate type of thing in front of these columns, or at least on the side of them. So still deciding on that, but I'm really happy with the way these columns look. They look great all next to each other. I'm probably going to end up doing maybe 1, maybe 2 more down here, but I'm not sure we'll get to that today. But yeah, it was a huge pain getting these inverted slope pieces here, and I had to go through quite a bit of Lego to find all of them. But I managed, and I think it looks really good. I think it was worth the time, worth the effort. But yeah, these columns I think look really good. I think they're very accurate to the picture I just showed you guys a few minutes ago. But now what I want to do, kind of the last thing here, is put the platform on, put some minifigures on here, and just give you an idea of scale. And then that'll be it. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, guys. Alright guys, so here it is with the full platform. As you can see, it looks really, really good. I have the ATRT, a couple Mandalorians here, some clone troopers and all that, and platform's all finished. And I'll talk about this right here in just a second, but really, really happy with the way it has turned out. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say down in the comments, but I'm really happy with it. I'm going to try to give you kind of the lower angle if I can. It is a tight space back down here, but there you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this has turned out today. Now, I'm sure a lot of you will comment about this. It's just a normal gray base plate with some 6x6 tiles on it. It's simply just there right now to kind of get rid of the distracting background. It's not final, although it's not a bad idea to use a base plate to cover up all of this area. I've never done that before, so maybe, I don't know. I just kind of threw it up there just as a temporary type of thing, just so it looks better, from these angles right here, and it's not as distracting. But yeah, I think it looks really good. Give you another angle here. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. I'm definitely very curious to see what you guys have to say. In terms of lighting, I definitely could still add lights into these areas right here, like orange lights or something like that. I think that would look really cool, or blue lights. So I can still add lights to these columns. They are still technically separate from the platform. I did that so if
like I said, it's a tight space right here, so I need to be able to remove these in order to just walk past them without breaking these things every time. So that's why I've made them removable. But yeah, this is turning out really, really well. I'm really happy with it. Again, definitely want to hear what you guys have to say down below about this. If you guys have any suggestions. The gate right here, probably not final. I'll probably work on that over the next week or so. But yeah, I think it's turning out pretty well. And that's going to be it for this week, guys. But yeah, we still have, so we've built all of that, but we still have all of this here that needs to be finished now. Now we have this area pretty much completed. Still has a few things to do. But for the most part, that area is done, I would say, just as long as you guys like it. But yeah, so we just have this left to do. But that's going to be it, guys. So we'll go ahead and head out.
All right, guys, what did you guys think of that? I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about those columns. I worked pretty hard on those pretty much all day, getting the design just right, and they had to be sturdy, they needed to be removable, so this was kind of a different challenge. I think scale-wise, they're pretty much there. I know the design kind of is a little bit different from that picture I showed you here at the beginning of the video, but I'm pretty proud of them. But I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts. Maybe there's a way I could do it something a little bit better, but I'm pretty satisfied with the design, considering they have to be removable in order to walk around the table and all that. But again, I think it just, this part of the mock that we've done, I'm actually glad we went to that corner area specifically, because I knew that if I kept on building, as we've been building, going, I guess, what is that, left to, or right to left, technically. It's different for you guys because it's the opposite because of the video. But I knew if I kept on going that direction, that once I got to the end, I might not have enough room to do what I want to do. So instead, I worked on the end today, and then we can kind of meet in the middle area. And that's kind of the plan over the next, probably 2 weeks. We'll probably get that whole area connected, and then that probably third week we'll get the back area, that whole back section with all those red bricks, all covered up. So that's kind of the plan. Again, I want to thank you guys for watching. It's 30 weeks in. Still Mandalore is more popular than ever, probably because of you guys having interest, because we are approaching Siege of Mandalore Clone Wars episodes. But I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about what I've done today. I also want to quickly say that I did see, the 5th episode of the Clone Wars came out the other day. That was the first episode of the Ahsoka arc, and I gotta say it's a good episode. Not my favorite of the season so far, but we'll see exactly where this kind of arc takes Ahsoka. But that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys have a great, wonderful day. Bye-bye.